Been following you on social media. You're such a busy lady. Talk about your life very briefly before we talk about the Cannes Film Festival. When did you start to aspire to become an actress?
Oh gosh, well I've always been in the theatre since I was about 12 as a dancer, and I was always studying as an actress, so the whole thing just moved from one to the next, really.
Right, and you obviously performed at the West End as well, is that correct?
Yeah, I have performed in the West End quite a lot, yeah.
So, tell me, what was your first big breakthrough on TV or on celluloid?
Well, I've done all of the soap operas on TV, and a lot of short films, but I'm mostly a theatre performer.
Yeah, and let's talk about Cannes. Now, one of my previous guests...
I didn't go to Cannes, Philip, I told you.
Well, I know that, but this young lady who was a guest of on my show mentioned about a film that you made. Tell me about that.
Well, I made a film called Our Day.
Yep.
Which is my first film. Actually, not my second film. I'm quite a new filmmaker, and it's done very, very well. It's about a little girl who is looking after an alcoholic parent, and really trying to make sense of her life, she decides to kidnap God, and has a sort of philosophical journey with what she thinks God is. And yeah, it doesn't end very well, I'm afraid. It's quite bleak.
According to the information, this film won Best Drama at the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Awards.
It did. It's got 8 awards now.
Fantastic. How long is the film?
It's not very long. It's about 18 minutes.
How does Joe Public see this film?
You could go onto my website, which is my name, Maxine Fone @mac.com.
And were you the mastermind behind that particular plot? If so, what else is going on in Maxine Fone's mind for the future?
Oh God, I've got quite a lot on. It's actually a story by a friend of mine called Kelly Gillespie Wright, who's a wonderful writer, and she wrote a series of short stories called Unlost, and I took it and sort of made it a bit darker, really. But I'm about to start the next film, which is another short of hers called Sometimes, about a woman who leaves her mind on the bus.
Right.
So it's a little bit lighter than the last one, but it'll still have a dark undertone.
Would you say that the type of films that you like to perform in, or like to direct, will be more dark stories, or do you think you'll branch into more comedy and light ones?
I mean, I perform a lot of comedy, but I suppose my taste is films that provoke, I suppose. I quite like sort of ugly portrayals, but as long as there's magic in there too. So, I don't know, people like Park Chan-wook, who did the Vengeance trilogy,
yep.
Handmaiden, Stoker, people like Jodorowsky, who did sort of mystic Western, Parajanov, who does, he did an amazing film called The Colour of Pomegranate, which is a beautiful Soviet film, very sensorial, about an Armenian poet called Sayat Nozov. I mean, yeah, gosh, I could just go on.
Would you say, as obviously a very talented person that you are, do you tend to avoid the blockbusters and go more for the low budget independent films?
Well, those films aren't low budget that I've mentioned. I mean, there's lots of high budget independent movies. I'm not someone who doesn't go and see big sort of blockbuster movies. You know, I love them like the next person. But I find that I'm much more attracted to movies that have come from somebody's heart.
Sure.
You know, that are not there to just, you know, make cash, so to speak. Like Harold and Maude, you know.
Oh, terrific movie.
Quirky.
Yes.
Movies that take a risk, like Gaspar Noé's Irreversible, Lars von Trier, The Witch, Robert Eggers' The Witch was incredible.
Underrated film.
Oh, God, the detail, the commitment to the era, the folklore, and a really empowering sort of vision of the witch, which is not just some sexy woman on a broomstick.
What sort of films are on your radar this year, specifically when you're not busy? What will you go down and see?
I want to see Park Chan-wook's Handmaiden.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to see that. I can't really think of anything else.
Are you a Pixar fan?
A Pixar Pixar fan.
Yes, Finding Dory's on the horizon. Are you into Pixar movies?
Not really.
Aren't you? Oh, right.
I'd rather have a manga than a Pixar, but that's not to say I wouldn't go and see a Pixar.
What has been any particular films this year? Let's just go back in time very quickly. At the time of the Academy Awards and the BAFTAs, do any particular films from those ceremonies, did they catch your eye and you think, yeah, that was well done?
Just trying to think. The Room was good.
Yes. Yeah, are you a fan of The Revenant with DiCaprio?
I thought it was exceptional. That first scene was phenomenal. I mean, I don't know what lens they used. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. But I sort of forgot about it. You know, it didn't really stick with me.
Sure. Now, very, very quickly, I noticed that, I mean, I'm going to names drop now. I've seen pictures of you with people like Sir Christopher Lee, is that correct?
No.
Oh, so was it a special, oh, is somebody, look, name me some special favourite actors.
George Clooney.
George Clooney, right. Why did I say Christopher Lee? George Clooney.
I'm a fan of Christopher Lee.
Right.
Oh yes, I've done quite a few theatre shows in Los Angeles.
Right.
All of the sort of stars at the time came to see the show. It was it seemed a bit more of a relaxed situation than it is in the UK.
Right.
So yeah, all of those stars came, you know.
And what are your future ambitions in the next 10, 15 years? What do you want to aspire to specifically in your career?
Future ambitions. I'd really like to work in American drama. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just like to have the freedom to keep learning, keep being creative without having to specialise. You know, creative in all mediums. I write, I do music, and just to keep working with really fascinating people. I feel really lucky that I work with extraordinary people. Yeah, just to keep free, I think.
Fantastic. Listen, I know you're a busy lady. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for talking to me, and all the very best for the future.
And I'm sorry I didn't like Revenant. No, I did. I did.
You just speak from your heart, because everybody's a film critic in my eyes. Everybody has an opinion. All the very best for the future, Maxine.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Lovely lady Maxine Fone from all the way down in Wiltshire. A very, very talented young lady. Let me talk about the